Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so glad to have you here with me today. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself, set any requests for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And after that, I will send Reiki to you wherever you are and whenever you're watching this. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's listed in the description, as are all my social media and my email newsletter. So thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and head on over to start building that grid and then say hello to everyone. Ta-da! There we go. So we have right here a mirror to help reflect and deflect any kind of negative energy that we just don't need. And this beautiful copper spiral here helps to break up blockages and get the optimal flow of energy going. Let's go ahead and say hi to everyone. And thank you for your patience. I know that I usually put the live stream up at least a day in advance. I completely spaced on it. I'm so sorry. So, Lori, welcome in. Grace, still not still. Dell, Jenny, Athena, Nicole, I'm so sorry you're sick. Renee, Joanna, Jenny, Behold the Cow, welcome. Flower. Oh, it's good to see you all. Joanne, welcome in. Awesome. Okay, so let's start building that grid. I usually start with the top of the line and I kind of work my way down, but every so often I'll kind of skip around a little bit. But, oof. Oh, Jenny, it's minus 10 Celsius there, 14 degrees Fahrenheit. Oof. Yeah, what are we at right now? We're at 28 Fahrenheit, so it's below freezing, but not by a ton. It's cold for Philly. We're not used to this at all. But yeah, it's nothing like that. Nothing like that. I have my heater aimed at me. I have a big blanket that I crocheted on my legs. Currently wearing 4 pairs of socks, and the cats are right in front of my desk and in between me and the heater. So that's sort of what we're cooking with here in Philly today. Yeah, definitely an extra cup of tea kind of day. But I'm grateful. I'm fine. I'm indoors and I'm nice and warm and dry. It's everything you could ask for in a day like today. So let's go ahead and start with some of our requests. I did see that Athena is feeling, oof. Oh, man. Looking like you got the flu. Okay, well, let's start with Athena's flu, and then we'll go from top to bottom, get everybody's requests. So, as I usually mention here, I usually mention it sometime during the stream, but of course, everything I do here is a complement to whatever you might be doing for your own health and well-being. I don't think that crystals, Reiki, or any of that replaces anything else. I take medications, I do all those things, and I do all of these things. And everything I do can complement anything that you're going through. It's certainly not going to hurt. And I hope that it's supportive and helpful for you. And most of all, thank you all so much for being here and being so kind and supportive of each other. This is part of why I love doing this. And let's see, do we have any kittens that want to come up and visit? Okay. We'll leave it there. So the first thing I'm going to bring in for Athena is moss agate. This is highly regarded in Chinese medicine when it comes to like viruses, bacteria, anything moving through the body quickly. It helps the body to kind of get the upper hand. It's also helpful for connection to nature, releasing fears of the unknown, and it's wonderful for mental health, especially if you're going through therapy. If you're doing any kind of inner child or higher self work, this is thought to be helpful. And it also supports your connection to spirit and unconditional love. So that's moss agate. And let's also do, let's see. Let's bring in some tree agate for you too. Now this stone is a little bit different, very complementary. So this is actually sacred in Chinese medicine. This is tree agate. Tree agate helps with bringing energetic balance to the physical body, the mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies as well. It's considered tridoshic, meaning the doshas or body types that there are. This balances all three, and regardless of how out of balance one thing is, it will do what's needed to bring it back into balance. And do we have a visitor? We have a Hattie. Do you want to come up and say hello? Do you want to say hi? You're like, no. No. You don't want to say hi? Field trip. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's a little freaked out. There were some noises in the hallway earlier and she's still like on freak out mode, so I don't want to totally like pick her up and put her in the camera. Always okay. Okay, so back to tree agate. This can help with calming both physical and emotional nerves, helpful with inner peace, and to also notice any habits, viewpoints, ways of living, ways of going through the world that might be actually holding you back or detrimental. This helps with revealing them and having some courage to make those changes. Wonderful too for making new connections. So that is tree agate. So keep on doing what you do, rest, get all those fluids in, and I hope you feel better soon. So sorry you're sick. Hey, Catherine, good to see you. Good to see you too. Okay, so let's go up to the top. Okay. I am doing well. Thank you for asking, Grace. It's good to see you. You are enjoying the snow? Yeah, Philly broke its 2-year snow absence. We have not had any snow for 2 years. Everywhere around us has. We haven't. Well, we've had snow twice this week, so it's a very different week than we've been used to. Lori, I did get that jade in, but I'm not done clearing the energy on it yet, so I will have it probably next week at the latest. But I do have the rest of what you're asking for, and I'm actually wearing Larimer. So let's get some Larimer. Opal, rose quartz, azurite, emerald. Opal, rose quartz, azurite, emerald, rhodonite, peacock, or ruby, lapis, and let's see. Taking a peek through here. Oh yeah, hit the like button if you haven't already. I super appreciate it, and it really does help with the algorithm too. Let's see. Lots of self-worth type stuff. Something to ease cabin fever and inspire you to get out of pajamas and street clothes. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, good stuff. Joanne, absolutely. I'm happy to bring that in. Let me know if you want to get any more specific on their well-being. It's fine if you don't. This is a very public format. But yeah, absolutely. Lots of love and support and healing for all of you. Oh, someone's got the purse. Oh, hey, Chris. Hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah, I did see that, Lori. I just saw it today. Thank you. I will get back to you ASAP. Yes, Derek, I will happily do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to keep on working from the top down. So let's start with some emerald. Really helpful for healing skin and tissue. So it's great for surgery, injury, all those things, but it's especially good for upper respiratory system. If you have a cold, if you're struggling with any kind of stuff of your upper respiratory system, emerald's really helpful. It's also great for reinvigorating our passions in life and helping us with having a little bit more confidence about our appearance, especially the parts of our appearance we might be particularly sensitive about. Maybe we were teased about them in childhood or something. It can be really helpful with like feeling a little bit more at home in your skin. Rose quartz helps with an abundance of loving energy. It really helps support the heart chakra, which if you're not familiar with chakras, it's kind of everything you would think the heart to be. Love, compassion, and also love and self-respect. This is one that if you feel really emotionally just sort of devastated, down, or just sort of empty, this can really help refill the heart. It's also really lovely if you're working towards feelings of lovability, self-acceptance, things like that. Rose quartz can be really helpful for those themes. Lapis is really helpful for pain and inflammation. So this will also help the pain that Athena's feeling with the flu. This can help with deep communication based on truth and honesty, as well as personal responsibility, living up to your commitments and promises. Helps too with bringing about lots of opportunities to move up in your career. And it's thought to be really helpful for inner ear. So hearing loss of balance. Also really good for aiding any kind of relief from disorganization. If you tend towards disorganization and you're trying to get more organized or stay more organized, lapis is a good one to help with that. Azurite is lovely for creativity, insight, and intuition. It's also really helpful for kind of sparking that spiritual self. So if you're like kind of just turning the page to your spiritual awareness, azurite's a particularly lovely stone. Wonderful too for worry and indecision, as well as helping you connect with your spirit guides and helpers. Wonderful too for dissolving energy blockages as well as obstacles in your path, and can be really helpful for calming a racing mind or an overactive mind, especially during meditation or any kind of reflection practice. Wonderful too for spinal alignment, spasms, and tics. Rhodonite is really helpful for the lungs, as well as in general allergies, autoimmune, anything, and asthma. All three of which are definitely me. So here is rhodonite. Rhodonite is pink and black, sometimes more black than pink, sometimes more pink than black. Also lovely for overcoming a broken heart, like healing that broken heart so you can open back up to love again. Wonderful too for moving through the pain that may be still lingering from past emotional abuse, and it's wonderful for insecurities as well. So we will bring in rhodonite. Go. And ruby, superb for courage to be yourself, and it also helps by providing a lot of leadership and management type of skills and clarity to do that well. Helps with love, fertility. It's thought really helpful for fibromyalgia, and it's wonderful for releasing fear, which seems like it's definitely on the docket today. And astrologically, I can give you some insights as to possibly why. Also helps stop nightmares. It helps to encourage financial stability and call that into your life. And it's also helpful for making decisions. So tomorrow, the sun conjuncts Pluto, and then after that it moves out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. And Pluto's been in Capricorn for the last 15 years. So there's a lot of us, and I say me because it's definitely a big part of what I've been going through the last 15 years. There's a lot of folks where it's going to kind of transition out of that and there'll be a little bit of a release. But of course, anytime that we're about to see a release and things go better, we still get kind of triggered into that like, oh, is everything okay? I feel this shift. I don't know what's happening. So that might be why things are a little extra tense today. We've also got some Larimer. Larimer helps with understanding your spiritual purpose and also helps with separating the ego from your spiritual work. This is one that can help you not only understand your spiritual purpose, but help you feel comfortable being a bit of a pioneer about it. When we walk our spiritual path, it's not a path that already exists. We're breaking that path. So it can be really challenging. This gives you a lot of encouragement and helps you to feel okay in taking that big leap. So that is Larimer. And we have Opal. This is highly protective. This was sacred to many, many peoples. This was a stone that is and still is seen as protective to those who do shamanic work, those who do spirit medicine. It helps to keep the practitioner kind of cloaked or invisible in a sense to anyone or anything that would cause them harm while they do that work. It's also thought to be really helpful for calling on some abundance as well, and also just sort of deep nurturing types of healing. So this is actually fire opal. And peacock ore or chalcopyrite, either one, same stone. Really helpful for everything around executive function, that's high level thinking and planning. That can be really challenging for lots of folks for lots of reasons. Everything from ADHD to, cognitive issues, perhaps even caused by something like a stroke or anything like that. I struggle sometimes with executive function due to CPTSD, but this can be very helpful with that high level planning, high level organization. It's also lovely for rebirth and bringing yourself anew, almost like a very vibrant The Fool card in the tarot deck. So that is chalcopyrite or peacock ore. I will move this around as we go through. For the request from Renee. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Lori. It's good to see you. And for Renee, we have some polychrome jasper. So your request was to help you feel like you wanted to get up off the couch and out of sweatpants and into street clothes, which I am so totally embracing the opposite. That's why I'm laughing. Polychrome jasper is really helpful for like reinvigorating your soul's purpose and just kind of encouraging movement. It helps to like break indifference and apathy and lethargy and help you feel like, hey, let's plug back into the world again. It's also helpful for just motivation and also self-confidence. Wonderful too for encouraging physical movement and joint health. So if you're someone who struggles with your mobility like I am, this can also help with encouraging you to move in any way that is comfortable and safe, but to do it more frequently and feel like encouraged in doing this. So it's also really helpful for the Earth Star chakra. That is the chakra beneath your root chakra. That is the chakra that helps you to enact your soul's purpose and your spiritual purpose. It's like it helps you feel like you can show up in right action in the world to do the things you need to do. I am going to go ahead and adjust the lights just slightly. There we go. That'll be much better, a lot less bright. So Renee, I hope that helps. And yeah, let's keep on going. Who else came in while I was chatting? Oh, lots of love, Joanna. It's okay if we can't all keep up and chat, but that's lovely to let folks know. Ah, Joanne, you're planning to move and buy a place. Ah. I'm going to put this in for you, and it's also going to be there partially for Chris and partially for Key and Patty. So This is Desert Rose Selenite. Desert Rose Selenite does quite a few different things. And, oh, my camera's frozen. Hang on, y'all. All right, hang on, bear with me. I'm literally reaching in front of it and you can't see my hand, so hang on. There we go. Did it fix it? I did. Oh, look at that. Okay, good stuff. So sorry about that, everyone. So back to the crystals. So Desert Rose Selenite is really helpful for finding a new place to live, finding property, and also all of the paperwork around that property. So if you're looking for purchasing, this is everything from the mortgage to everything else. And also if you're a renter, this would be like your lease and those types of things. Wonderful too for making big life changes over time through lots of small consistent actions. So like your big dreams and plans that you're working towards. Helps too with redefining yourself after any kind of loss or facing any big change, and certainly moving is a big change. Really helpful for perseverance in school, and it's wonderful for an upset stomach and things with the skin too, especially things like eczema. It's thought to help with fighting viruses, so this will help Athena. And it's also wonderful for men's health and the well-being of our animal companions. So that is Desert Rose Selenite. And I have 2 kittens on my lap now. You want to come up? Are you going to sit on your sister's head? That's what you're going to... Okay. My goodness, my lap's not that big. Okay, well, if you're going to come up and sit on people's heads, you're going to have to say hi to everybody. Yeah. See, there's enough room. Okay, good stuff. Oh, it's a 2-cat kind of day. Okay, so Desert Rose Selenite is right there. All the best to you on your move. And let's see what else we got. 2 cats on my lap. Okay. And you're welcome, Joanne. All the best. Oh, awesome. Yeah, Patty, I put in Desert Rose Selenite for you. I know that's been something you've been working with. Oh, hello. Oh, they're making themselves comfortable. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Awesome. So grace, healing intention, heart healing, self-love, growth, and happiness. You got it. Heart healing, self-love, growth, and happiness. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I've got a couple stones for you. First is pink kunzite. So everything that I mentioned about rhodonite, a lot of that stone is also helpful in this stone. So if you found that rhodonite kind of sounded like it was helpful for you, this might be as well. Hang on one moment. There you go. Okay. So pink kunzite is a stone of really intense compassion. So this is compassion for yourself as well as others. It's also a stone that helps us to attract and call in commitment-based love and helps us to open up to love after past heartbreak. Great for balancing the hormones. Lovely for folks who are like chemically sensitive or even sensitive to some perfumes where it kind of gives you the itchies a bit. Wonderful for nerve pain. And I think there was a request for nerve pain. So this helps with nerve pain. Let me see. It's not the only one that does. But yeah, somebody did. I think it was Behold the Cow. Okay, cool. Also wonderful for new moms and sleepless babies. So that is pink kunzite. Oop, didn't mean to throw that. There we go. For growth, this is septarian. Septarian is lovely for emotional growth and emotional maturity. It helps to support our center of self and personal identity while we go really deep to see what about us we might want to shift or change. So if you're doing any work around habits, beliefs, or anything that's things that we do that hold us back, this can be really supportive while also empowering you to feel more yourself. It helps too with the solar plexus, as well as any kind of shadow work. It heals, helps to heal skin wounds and lesions. It's wonderful for muscle pain and spasms, and can really help you to be vulnerable in the healing process. So let's go ahead and bring that in. And next I'm going to go ahead and bring in fuchsite, because you said happiness and fun go hand in hand. Fuchsite is wonderful for just connecting to play, just allowing yourself to let go and just enjoy fun for the sake of fun. It can be seriously regenerative, restorative, and renewing. And at the time when we're engaged in just fun, of course, we think that we're slacking on something. This is one that says, no, you're living in balance. It's also really helpful for spinal alignment and sleep disturbances, as well as doing any kind of inner child work. So that is fuchsite. And I'm just going to put this aside for now. Okay, there we go. So that is fuchsite. And I hope that that helps, Grace. It's wonderful to see you. Lots of love to you. And let's see. Intentions for the new job for Lori. And Still Not Still would like some support for severe discouragement. Oh, I'm really sorry, hon. Let's bring in some chrysoprase for discouragement. And for new job, lapis helps. Tourmalinated quartz can help even more. Also going to bring in, let's bring this in. So let's start with some new job help. Tourmalinated quartz is lovely. So black tourmaline is what's running through this quartz, and it can be quartz of any color, clear or green. You may often see tourmalinated quartz like this. There we go. Black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy. So when it is moving through a crystal, it's a stone that can help us to deep clean our energy field. It breaks up really old stuck energy patterns, including really old emotional pain and trauma. Wonderful too for grounding and releasing nervous energy and old patterns from childhood. Think of it as breaking up emotional scar tissue. In a sense, it's also thought helpful for physical scar tissue and blockages and constrictions within the body. Wonderful too for new jobs, whether it's a new job, a new stream of income, anything like that. This helps with opening up to all of those potentials. Wonderful too for fortune and luck, and it's exceptional for protection of travelers, especially by car. So we're going to go ahead and bring in that tourmalinated quartz. And for, let's see, I feel like for Still Not Still, zebra jasper could be really helpful. This was a gift from Chris, so thank you, Chris. So zebra jasper helps with standing up for yourself in the face of overwhelm, but it's also very empowering. This is one that helps with lots of optimism, and it helps too with like feeling like if you feel like you're in a rut or you're really stuck, or if you need some help kind of going with the flow, this can kind of help. But essentially this takes the overwhelm of all the feelings and kind of like lifts it just a little bit, so you can kind of like take a breath and start to see the future. Wonderful too for bone disorders and in general just like overwhelming stress, like when you can't even see the forest for the trees kind of stress. So that is zebra jasper. But the one I really think could be helpful for you, and the first one that popped to my mind, is chrysoprase. Chrysoprase is wonderful for disappointments and discouragement and just feeling like almost like the why bothers of life. So this is chrysoprase. So this is overcoming disappointments, pivoting after something kind of changes or shifts. This is for also completing goals and not losing sight of the progress you've made, as you may have like a long-term goal. Sometimes we get halfway through that goal and it's like, why did I even start? I'm never going to get to the end. That happens to all of my friends who have ever been to grad school. This is my perfect gift for people in grad school, because it's almost like I can't even see ever-endingness. This is one that helps you see how much progress you've actually made. But yeah, it's great for picking up the pieces. It's great for discouragement. And it's wonderful for kind of having follow through. So that is chrysoprase. Let's go ahead and put that here. Well, let's see. Let's put these around here. I'm also going to grab some sapphire for you. That is definitely not opposite there. There we go. I'm going to grab some sapphire for you. Sapphire we often use for the intuitive aspect of it. It helps us to connect with our angels, and that's of course supportive. But this can also help with envisioning a possible like potential good outcome when things just when you can't really see a good outcome coming. So this can help like bring that optimism up. It's wonderful too for eyes and ears, and I did see some requests about eye health. It helps with channeling, mediumship, big heavy intuition, as well as supporting the thyroid and anyone with dementia, as well as those who love and care about and for those folks. So we'll bring this in. It's also a great stone for justice and themes around justice and speedy justice. So let's go with, here, these are just a little crooked. Let's go with some sapphire. Okay, so lots of love, Still Not Still. I hope you're doing well. Love having you here. And I hope that helps. Awesome. You're welcome, Still Not Still. Hey, Catherine. Random question. What is blue tiger eye used for? Catherine, that is perfect for you. Seriously. It's for writing and creativity, but also for like big, bold communication about like truth and facts over feelings when necessary. It's also thought really protective for whistleblowers and truth tellers. So yeah, but lots of creativity with like writing and expressing yourself. So writing and verbal expression especially. It also helps with calm, lots of calm and easing worry. So yeah, so definitely for you. No wonder you love it so much. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. Zell has a good couple of stones, so let's get some. Oop, my foot's asleep, and there's 2 cats on me. Oh no. Okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. All right, so let's get some Super 7 Indigo Gabbro. Crazy Lace Agate, Garnet Aventurine, Garnet Aventurine, so let's start with some clear quartz. Clear quartz is like a blank slate, but also like a booster in a sense. This can help boost the energy of any other stone or any intention that you have, which is why clear quartz is used so much in different types of manifesting. And it's also wonderful that you can hold it and reflect on a certain intention. It essentially can become your own healing talisman with your own intentions. Wonderful too for standing in for any crystal that you don't have. So we will bring this in. But yeah, it's great for boosting the energy of anything else. So let's go ahead there. Next is, and I did, by the way, get a bunch of different smaller crystals to replace some of the stones where I only have one and it's a big piece. So there will be some new stones kind of popping in, including a new set of Crazy Lace Agate. But for now, we'll use this one that I've had since I was a kid that I tumbled in my own rock tumbler. Crazy Lace Agate helps with balance and courage and confidence. It also helps with phobias and helps you to feel a little bit more strong and stable in the face of them. If you have an affinity for spiders and you feel connected to spiders, it may be one of your animal guides, and in which case this would be a lovely stone to work with. Helps too with heart and solar plexus chakras. The heart is everything you would think the heart to be, and solar plexus is your center of self-identity and valuing yourself and what you want in life. Helpful too for the skin, eyes, and speech, and very protective. So another stone for eyes. Kambaba stone, often called Kambaba jasper. It's not technically a jasper, but close enough. We know what you mean. Kambaba stone is actually fossilized blue-green algae. So this is what it looks like rough. This is what it looks like tumbled. This is superb for connection with your ancestors and actually the land that they may have inhabited or the languages they may have spoken. It can help with learning, especially languages, and it also is wonderful for connection to the environment and the planet and helping to heal the ecology. Helpful too for helping support the optimal growth of plants. It's thought to help with crop yields, and it's like I said earlier, courage, confidence, but also helps with quieting the mind, helps during meditation. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Let's put that there for now. There we go. So that's Kambaba stone. Selenite is very helpful for connection to our angels, guides, and guardians, and for clearing our energy fields. We can even like wave it through our auric field or our energy field to help clear any energy that doesn't need to be there. It reflects nothing but pure white light, so it can help with clearing the energy of a space or an item. You can put your other crystals onto a piece of selenite, and that does help clear them. Just make sure that you don't put selenite in water. It will melt. So I always keep a big piece of selenite just at the bottom of the grid for every single grid we do, because it is just so helpful with keeping the energy clear. But we'll put the intention in and put this in the center as well. Super 7 is like supercharges your intuitive abilities. This is one that can help with however you connect intuitively, whether it is through journeying, through tarot reading, through scrying, however you connect in intuition, this can boost it. Also really helpful for working towards a larger goal and with strengthening your energy field or aura so that you're less likely to take on the energy of others. Helpful too for just cultivating inner peace and inner harmony. And it can also help with connection to unity consciousness. That's the awareness of the interconnectedness of everyone and everything, and in a sense, enlightenment. Helpful too for healing past life issues, karmic stuff without having to relive those things. And it's also wonderful for healing the ecology and the earth. So that is Super 7. Hey, Gee. Good to see you. And yes, Flower, definitely say hello to Little Tree and the rest of your clan. Garnet helps with courage, organization, practicality, using your time wisely, getting the most done in the least amount of time. This can definitely help with big level organizing kind of stuff. It also helps with creativity as well. So this is a stone that can help you take a new, fresh look at everything you've been doing for a while and saying like, how can I do this different? Where it works better, where it's easier on me. Garnet for sure. It's also helpful for strength in any time of great change. And it is January's birthstone. It has decidedly Capricorn vibes. And my birthday was on Monday, so I love it. And I'm actually wearing some right now. This is my little garnet bracelet. So yeah, love it. Green aventurine is really encouraging too. This is a stone that if you often feel like, oh, that's awesome, I could never do that. This is the answer to the I could never do that. No, I could never do that. Oh, I'm not smart enough. Oh, I'm not this enough. Oh, I'm not that enough. Aventurine is so encouraging, says, let's give it a try. Let's try it. I'll be with you. It's okay. My favorite stone to give folks who are tech phobic. But it's also helpful for eye problems as well as fertility, heart rhythms, allergies, and just in general expanding our vision of ourselves and what we are capable of, what we can do. So if you tend to play small, aventurine can help you to broaden your horizons to your capabilities. And indigo gabbro also goes by the name Mystic Merlinite. This is really helpful for what's called shadow healing. That's when we look within ourselves and see how we might be causing some of our own problems. Of course, we don't do that knowingly. This is something where we might not realize that this is a habit or a pattern or something we've just taken for granted, that like this is the way that this is for everyone. Maybe it's not. This helps us like reevaluate all of those things and see where we can make some adjustments. It's also helpful for following your heart as well as connection with intuition, specifically during dreams quite a bit, but really any kind of intuition. Wonderful too for integrating your spiritual connection into your mundane life. And it's wonderful for women's health, especially around things like menstrual cycles and things. So a lovely healing stone. Let's put them here and here. Yeah, again, that's indigo gabbro or mystic merlinite. Okay. Your brother's anniversary was the 17th. Oh, wow. Oh, he was only 44. Oh, that stinks. That's way too young. That's way too young. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Gee, you were asking for help the last couple times we saw you with like finding a job, and now you're getting so many job opportunities that you don't know which one you should choose, and this means miracles are normal. Thank you for the support. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, I hope you picked the best one. All right, I'm gonna grab let's see. Let's get some chrysocolla in here. Making decisions in alignment with your highest good and highest purpose. So this will help you with making those decisions. It also helps with encouraging you to follow your spiritual purpose, and it helps us to create new creative outlets. So if you're looking for a new way to express yourself, or you feel like you just kind of can't get something out, don't be surprised if you hang out with Chrysocolla for a bit if you suddenly take up a new artistic endeavor. So we'll bring this in. So all the best to you as you decide which is best for you. Yay! Congratulations, Guy. Okay, let's see. So... Okay, awesome. Thank you, Dell. Lots of love to you. Jenny, reproductive health, back pain, financial abundance, self-worth, and freedom from fear. Cool. So let's do. Good one for releasing fear is Ruby, and that's right here. And let's do back pain. We'll do some Amazonite. Reproductive health, Indigo Gabbro's helpful, but let's also do some pink tourmaline. Financial abundance. Self-worth will also be helped by Amazonite. And let's see if there's another good fear stone. Yeah, we'll bring in some black onyx. So Amazonite helps with the spine and spinal nerves, as well as certain types of neurological stuff. It's very calming, and it is very helpful for self-care and self-respect. This is one that can be really helpful with self-worth and seeing that you deserve the same caliber of treatment and respect and love and support that you show others. So, and seeing that, like, I really do deserve that, and I am open to receiving it, and I'm going to make time to receive it. Really helps with that. It's also, like I said, it's wonderful for luck, but it's also very calming. So that'll help with back pain and also some self-worth. That is Amazonite. Amazonite can be this sort of light blue-green or a darker, almost like a teal color with white stripes. For financial abundance, let's bring in the citrine. I don't know anyone that's going to turn down more financial abundance. Citrine helps not only with calling in the financial support, but also the resources we need to survive and thrive. It helps to balance the way that we think in terms of like using logic and intuition together in harmony for much better decision making. Helps too with addictions and compulsions, as well as fibromyalgia and nausea. So we will bring this in. Natural citrine is sort of like this orangey brown or brownish orange. There we go. And I'm just going to put a couple extra right here in the center, because why the heck not? Pink tourmaline is lovely for headaches and even migraines. And it is wonderful too for nerve pain, which, behold the cow, you're getting lots of nerve stuff coming in. Like, good, we'll give you lots of support there. I struggle with nerve stuff too, and it's not fun. It also helps with any kind of gynecologic issue, from endometriosis to heavy menses to irregular menses. This can be really helpful. Wonderful too for mother-baby bonding and with dispelling a negative self-image, breaking that down so we can start to get to know ourselves on better terms. So that's pink tourmaline, which is also in a bracelet I'm wearing. And for releasing fear, not only do we have ruby in the grid, we have some black onyx. This is really helpful for grounding fear and anxiety. And I did see the social anxiety piece. This is very helpful for that. Also helpful for grief, as well as releasing self-doubt and bringing in lots and lots of beautiful confidence. Helps with connection to our ancestors and spiritual protection as well. So let's go ahead and bring this in. This is also thought of as a stone that can be helpful for protecting us against folks who would play mind games. And again, that's black onyx. It's a great grief stone. Really excellent grief stone too. So we've got that. So lots of love to you, Jenny. It's good to see you, and stay warm. And let's see. Awesome. Cool. So next we have awesome. So for Behold the Cow, burnout and stress, I was definitely thinking of you when I grabbed that zebra jasper too. That is great for like burnout, overwhelming stress, like the kind of stress you just can't get out from under. It's excellent for that. We got a lot of nerve stuff. Let's bring in some tooth support. Let's bring in some aquamarine. This is thought really helpful for teeth and gums, and also for circulation of all fluids in the body. It's also helpful for forgiveness, whatever that might look like in a given scenario, like giving someone another chance, or releasing them and forgiving them to give you another chance, whatever that might look like. Also helps with deflecting petty, immature, spiteful types of behavior, like unevolved types of behavior. We like to call it the anti-Karen stone here. And it's also really helpful for calling on justice. So we will bring in some aquamarine for you. All the best with your teeth. And you had some other requests down here too. I'm going to try to get those too. Hopelessness. Eye health we got. And you're totally welcome. So hopelessness, we've got do more to right. This can help to improve or is thought to help improve a situation that can feel hopeless. It's also really helpful for releasing feelings around anger, resentment, frustration, and it brings in quite a bit of patience. It's wonderful too for Uranus type energy if you're into astrology and you have like a Uranus movement going on. This can be really helpful. Wonderful too for healing of tendons and ligaments and for encouraging tidiness. So that is do more to right. So let's go ahead and put this in here. All the best to you. All the best to you, Behold the Cow. For all the new folks, just know I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times. You're always welcome here. And I'll be on twice today, so there'll be a second stream at 8 o'clock tonight. So I'll be on most of the evening. But it's good to have y'all here. And let's see. Okay, we got that one. Got that one. Oh, Athena, feel better. Oh, so much support in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Catherine. Weight loss, sinus, creativity, money manifesting, safe travel, and writing. So let's definitely go to that blue tiger eye. Let's also go. I think I saw Patty request Sodalite. So I'm going to grab that because that will also help with that. Losing weight, that's blue appetite. Sinus, we have emerald in there, which really helps with the sinuses. And for more creativity, we have azurite, but I'm going to bring in some carnelian. Pyrite and moonstone. Okay. Pyrite is helpful for money manifestation. It is fool's gold, and it's often found near the real stuff. And the thought is that this will call in the real abundance. It's also really helpful for intuition, but also having spiritual protection while we do any intuitive work. Lovely for helping the body make the most of energy healing. And it's lovely for fever. So hopefully this will be helpful too for Athena. But yeah, fever, lungs, the memory too, so brain and memory. So we will bring in pyrite or fool's gold. Next, we have another request for protection during travel. We have tourmalinated quartz, which is really helpful. I'm also going to bring in some moonstone. This helps with protection during travel, particularly really for everyone, but especially for women. This is a stone that's very protective for women and also helps to connect anyone who's looking to connect with the divine feminine or get in touch with their feminine side. This can be very helpful. Moonstone, as the name would suggest, also helps us to connect with the moon, the lunar cycles, and all the different cycles and rhythms and patterns that we see throughout nature. It helps with attracting love, like soulmate type love. And it helps too with not only just protection of women, but connection to healing methods, modalities, and wisdom about spirituality, healing, especially for women, but for everyone, really. Wonderful for intuition and releasing patterns too. So let's go ahead and bring in some moonstone. For creativity, carnelian can help support that as well. Carnelian is basically the stone of the sacral chakra, which is the center of relationships, like how we relate to the world around us and our closer personal, even our more intimate relationships, and also literal intimacy. This is another stone that can help with sexuality as well as attracting a soulmate type partner and good relationships. Helps too with colds, allergies, wound healing, and fertility, but it can also really support anything from like sexual health to just opening up to relationships again, if you've been kind of closed off to the idea for a while. So that is carnelian. Okay. And sacral chakra is the second chakra just beneath the navel. Blue apatite is especially helpful for weight loss, but even more broadly, drop the stone on a kitten. I think I might have to steal the camera again to show you this because this is too adorable. So let's go on a little kitty field trip, shall we? Let's not wake them. Cute little kitties cuddled around each other, hanging out. Awesome. Glad you enjoyed peeking on the cats. Okay. Yep. It's too adorable. Okay, cool. So continuing on with blue apatite, this can help with a better and a more improved relationship with food, whether that involves weight loss to you or not. It's completely, your journey, but this is a stone that can help us to have a more healthy relationship with food overall, whatever that might look like to you, whether it's a dietary shift or the role that food plays in your life. This can be very supportive. It's also really helpful with the energy field around you. It helps with strengthening your energetic field so that you can be a little bit more protected from the energy of others. It's helpful for learning about your spiritual purpose, your soul's purpose, and having the courage to act upon it. And it's wonderful for inner harmony and inner peace. So that is blue apatite. So there we go. Let's go ahead and add that in. It's a very loving and gentle stone. There we go. There we go. And for writing, expressing, communicating, we've got first sodalite. This is expression and communication, and not just in words, like not just spoken or written, but also performed, dance, like our actions completely, how we express ourselves. Helps to relieve symptoms of menopause, and it's also exceptionally great for grounding impulses and dealing with homesickness. So this is sodalite. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Sodalite's also an excellent stone to have if you really struggle during Mercury retrogrades. Sodalite is lovely. It really helps with that communication, which can be so hampered during those movements. Okay. And blue tiger eye, which we did already talk about, definitely a powerful protector of truth tellers and whistleblowers. Anytime you need to have a conversation about something that people don't want to hear, but they have to hear, blue tiger eye. Wonderful for speaking your truth, public speaking, facts over feelings, that bold communication, speaking your truth, but also calm, easing stress, and it's got a strong connection with teaching. So it's thought to help teachers. So that is blue tiger eye. Oh, they are comfy and they are fluffy. You just rescued a 4-month-old kitty during the snow on Monday. Thank you for rescuing the kitty. Awesome. Oh, I wish there was a crystal that made it warmer. Oh my goodness, that would be lovely. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. So it looks like we got everything for Catherine. Intentions for safe travels for your son and husband for Lila Ray. Let's see what other ones are protective of travels. We've got moonstone. We've got tourmalinated quartz. So we're good on protection during travel. So extending that to your husband and son. Social anxiety and calm amongst a lot of people. Yep. Green calcite is my favorite anxiety stone. Just all around. This helps to not only release anxiety, but also brings in quite a bit of calm, of reassurance, and it also helps release the physical tension we hold in our bodies when we're feeling anxiety. So that like tenseness, this helps unwind that so that you have a much more comfortable experience in your body. It can also help with lifting the general vibe of things. And by that I mean like making things a little bit more jovial, happy, uplifted, easy to deal with, and helping you feel a little bit more playful rather than kind of just in stress. So I hope that that helps. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do, and all the best to you, Derek. Let's see, Chris, we got most of your requests in. I'm going to bring in a couple others. Let's definitely bring in labradorite, herkimer, labradorite aids with better sleep. And it can be really helpful for dealing with disputes, and also helps to hold the space for workplace harmony. This is a stone that helps like research, study, and really detailed attention to really, really small things. Like if it feels like you're doing a needle in a haystack thing, like if you're a coder, if you do programming, labradorite is for you. Helpful too for clairvoyance, that's your spiritual sight. And this one helps travel, but more with the enjoying it side. So that is labradorite. Let's go ahead and put that on top of the moonstone. Labradorite and moonstone are very closely related, so they kind of fit. Here we go. Next is Herkimer diamond, which is a type of clear double terminated or double pointed quartz from the Herkimer, New York region. This is one that helps with manifesting. It boosts anything that you're manifesting. It also aids in being in the present moment, which I think is the most important thing to kind of center yourself around if you are manifesting. Wonderful for harmonizing discordant energies, for supporting metabolism, and also for just intuition in general. So that is Herkimer diamond. Okay, lovely. And we've got selenite, grain of aventurine already in there. Leopard skin jasper for Ava, Chris's dachshund, and also for the 4-month-old kitten that was rescued. Yay! Yeah, my 2 babies were rescues too. I was their foster mom. They're my foster fails. It's lovely that they're here though. And I failed because I didn't get them another home. Their home was here, so it's failing upward. But this leopard skin jasper helps with our connection to our angels, or rather, connection to our animals, as well as our animal guides and guardians. This is thought to be really helpful for the healing of our animal companions, as well as helping to attract a soulmate. Wonderful too for anything impacting the skin, and it's lovely for coordination and balance. So we'll bring this in. There we go, that's leopard skin jasper. And green onyx. Green onyx helps grief, sadness, and loneliness. It's also a really good like emotional first aid type stone when your heart center just needs something really intensely supportive to help get through something difficult. It helps with making decisions and with moving forward in movement with your highest good, especially when you're at those times in your life where you're really not in the best place to be making those decisions, but you need to anyway. So we'll bring this in. This is one that helps with even like emotional shutdown and just in general keeping going when your heart is really hurting. So that is green onyx. And green onyx can also be a much lighter shade of green. It can look quite different, almost be like a greenish beige. And we've got tree agate in there. Yeah, cats are pretty mystical creatures. They are. And yeah, we've got garnet, ruby, rhodonite, super 7, apatite, green onyx, snowflake obsidian. This helps with releasing feelings of guilt and also letting go of any habits or patterns that are holding us back. It helps to calm overstimulation, balance body, mind, and spirit, and also help you to best connect with serenity and inner peace. Helpful too with hope after any kind of loss. So let's go ahead with snowflake obsidian here and here. And thank you. Oh God, Chris. Okay, lots of love for Ava. Oh, sorry, Patty. Let's bring in some love for that. So let's do some chevron amethyst, some red tiger eye, got green onyx. Let's get some bloodstone. Emotional stuff hits the fan. You got it. Let's bring in some blue calcite. Gotcha. Okay. Blue calcite is another emotional first aid stone. This helps with soothing the pain that you struggle to even verbalize or maybe even identify. It helps to bring healing revelations and clarity, and helps with making decisions, even though you're not in a place to make decisions. Because don't they always happen at that time, right? Right. So let's bring in the blue calcite. Yeah, this is definitely one of deep emotional healing, especially when you don't even know how to put words to it. Bloodstone helps with lifting despair and brings a lot of emotional stamina for difficult times. Oh, Hattie's awake. Also helps with relieving self-doubt and quieting the mind during meditation, but this is definitely one to help stabilize your emotions and your feeling of centeredness, even when it feels like your heart's been pulled out and the rug has been pulled out from under you in many capacities in many places in your life. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Let's bring that here. Go. So that is bloodstone. Bloodstone also goes by heliotrope in the UK and lots of other places around the world. Red tiger eye is very protective. It's one that can help with keeping really nasty energy at bay, like psychic attack, malevolent spiritual work, and the same for mundane behavior like that, like bullying, nastiness, people trying to cause harm in your life, strife, anything like that in any way, anything from tarnishing your good name to actually putting actions in motion. This is thought to be very protective. It's also really helpful for calling on financial abundance in a hurry. So that's red tiger eye. And next is chevron amethyst, and that's another stone that can help us with anything that we are manifesting. Helps us to connect to spirit and our angels and guides and guardians. Wonderful for anything that is degenerative, including things like MS, and helps with tolerance of others. Wonderful too for our clairvoyance. That's our spiritual sight. So if you're doing any kind of shamanic journeying, if you're doing any kind of like if you see visions in your dreams and you want to encourage that to come out a little bit more, this is a stone to definitely work with. So let's see. We'll put that here and here. There we go. So that's chevron amethyst. And sugilite helps with connection to the unity consciousness, the interconnectedness of all things. This is enlightenment. This is high upper octave types of chakra stuff. It helps us to be in awareness of whatever we put out into the universe, we put into ourselves, and vice versa. So that is sugilite. And awesome. Lots of love to you, Patty. I'm sure I will think of some more before we transition into the Reiki. Cool. We definitely got the stones of peace and harmony with the universe for sure, Sam. And Reiki for sleep and neighbors. Management. Oh, no heat. Are you kidding me? I wish I could just send you a little bit of my Danielle from Newark, lived in Philly 20 years, kind of stand up and freak out the landlord till he does what you need to do that I have to channel sometimes. Wish I could send some of that to you. Let's also get Reiki for sleep. We've got leopard skin jasper. Let's bring in some iolite. This also can help with sleep. So this helps with sleep and with money management. It also helps with fever. So this is going to help Athena as well. And this is another stone of clairvoyance, of the things that we see in our psychic senses. Whether it's you kind of visualize when you're meditating or just kind of sitting and daydream when you get pictures of things, iolite can help bring that out even a little bit more. So let's see. I will put these here and here. There we go. And I'm going to help you, let's see, bringing in heat and things you need. I'm going to bring in blue lace agate. That's the one that kind of jumped to my awareness. Blue lace agate, this will also help Patty. This helps with everything from sore throats to skin allergies to fractures and bone health, but particularly this is lovely for expressing things that are really difficult to say, and including speaking up for yourself. Like if you have to like yell at a landlord or something, this can help. Wonderful too for tension headaches, but whether it's something that's difficult for you to say, or if you want to make it a little bit more tender, so whatever you're saying lands a little bit more gently to someone else, this can help. Lots of love to you. I've been there. It stinks. I'm so sorry. Tree agate is in there. Let's bring in some epidote. This helps with recovery from illness and injury. And I've used this with great impact to help with the way that I speak to myself, my inner monologue. This helps with the moving away from negative self-talk and changing the way that we speak to ourselves. Helpful too for the nervous system and the skin, connection with the fairy realm, and like I said before, recovery from illness and injury. It's also thought to be helpful for cases of Parkinson's too. So that is epidote. So epidote, there we go. Hi, Gail. It's really good to see you. Lots of love to you. Stone for finding a new job and making new connections. Awesome. Good connections. Tree agate helps with that. And you're not the only one looking for new jobs either. We've got lapis and tourmalinated quartz in there for help with finding a job. Let's bring in some sunstone too. So sunstone helps with expanding our vision of our own potential. Oh, hi, Hattie. Did you just wake up? Oh, and Gertie is also awake. What are we doing? It's one that helps us to not only expand our vision of our potential, but it also helps us with being recognized and seen. This is one that can help your resume to stand out. It can help you stand out of all of the different interviewees. Wonderful too for marketing yourself if you are self-employed or if that's part of the type of job that you work. Helpful too for phobias and bringing lots and lots and lots of career opportunities. Also helps with and even promotions, but this is also thought of as helpful for like moving to a sunny place is something that people often write about. Oh, Hattie's trying to put her paw in my hand. How cute. So yeah, I think we all could think about a sunny place today. Maybe we could all move to a sunny place in our minds. And peace on earth, we've got sugilite, which helps with that, as well as snowflake obsidian. And we'll definitely put world peace on the crystal, on the clear crystal too. And making connections, let's do honey calcite. This helps with making the best connections in alignment with who we are and where we're going. It also helps support postmenopausal women, and it's wonderful for connecting with the right people at the right time. So that's honey calcite. And behold the cow. Anything you can do for your best friend who died about 5 years ago. Oh, she liked my tarot reading. Thank you. Lots of love to you and your friend. Let's see. Let's bring in some jet, and this will be our last stone. So jet is actually wood that's been fossilized very quickly through intensely high heat. usually volcano, sometimes really intense forest fires. But this helps us with that quick, sudden change, like death transformation kind of energy. It is superb for grief and for anything on like both sides of the veil kind of thing. Wonderful too for processing grief in really deep ways without getting stuck in that grief. Helpful for protection against any kind of negative energy in that regard. And also really helpful for anyone who is supporting another individual through hospice, whether that individual is a person or their animal companion. This can be really helpful. But I hope that this helps you and your friend. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And it's an honor to throw some support and healing for your friend. I really do hope that this helps. So let's go ahead and bring this in on top of the crystal here and here. Yeah, let's do that. If it will let us. Okay. So with that, and thank you everyone. This is a beautiful list. Let's go ahead and transition into the healing because it is 5:30. So I'm going to do that thing that I do. I'm going to explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and how to make the most of this session. And while I do that, go ahead, take a deep breath in and out, and go ahead and think of the things that you're grateful for. Anything at all, and anything that you're grateful for that you feel comfortable sharing in such a big public space, go ahead and enter it into the chat. While you're there, hit that like button, but share anything that you're grateful for in the chat. But gratitude lifts energy quicker than just about anything. So it'll help lift the energy of your space, which we're all interconnected. It will help lift everyone's energies. So go ahead, do that. I'll do the explaining, and then we're going to get into the Reiki. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I'm so glad to have you here with me this afternoon. If you're new here, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm here 5 times a week, live, taking your requests, putting them in the crystal grid, and sending you Reiki. And I'd love to see you back again. So if you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance session, tarot reading, or shop my Reiki charged crystals, head to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki in the West has become like a catch-all term for, Reiki in the West has become like a catch-all term for energy healing. Specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. This particular method was founded by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s of Japan during a really difficult time in Japan's history. When Usui created this particular technique, he made it deeply spiritual yet completely secular, because if you were caught teaching anything that could even be misunderstood as part of a religion, big consequences indeed. And this secular nature of a spiritual art is exactly what we needed in the West. And so I think that's why we love it just so much. The concept of energy at the heart and soul of Usui's practice comes to us from Shintoism. That is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything is interconnected. And it's thought that spirit, in this case, however you define that, is supporting us with this spiritually guided soul energy, which is actually what Reiki means in Japanese. And the spiritually guided soul energy is thought to already be flowing through me and you and everyone and everything on the planet. And that essentially this is what helps our body, mind, and spirit do what they do all the time, so that we can be resilient and we can heal moment to moment. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is connecting to that energy, directing more of it to you, allowing your body, mind, and soul to do what they already do best. So during this session, you may feel some physical sensations. You may have some emotions rise up or get released. Mentally, you may be able to think some things through or let some things go or hear your subconscious. Or you may get some deep clarity, revelations, intuitions. You may also have a lovely healing nap, which is highly encouraged. The most important thing to know is that all you need to do is be open to it. And by being here, you already are. So you don't need to do anything to benefit from the Reiki. If you'd like, I generally recommend that you find a nice comfy spot, sitting up, laying down. Close your eyes if you like, and just allow yourself to experience. Know that you don't have to focus on anything, and you don't have to keep your mind silent. Simply exist. That's all you need to do. You don't even have to stay still. If you'd like to stretch, move, bend, journal, get up and get a cup of tea or another 5 blankets, go right ahead. If at any point you get distracted or you want to go a little deeper into the session, simply take a deep breath in and out, and you'll naturally sink deeper. I will send this healing to all of you for about 25 minutes, during which time I'll turn the music up. If you'd like to learn more about our musical creator, she's linked at the bottom of the description. And I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently through several different colors. At no point will they flash or strobe. And at the end of that 25 minutes, I'll come back in. You'll hear my voice. I'll invite you to come on back to the computer. And at that point, I'll be able to re-engage with you for questions and hear any experiences that you feel inclined to share. I'm here 5 times a week. I'll be here again tonight as it's Friday. This is the 4 p.m. stream. I'll be back again at 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, and on Sundays East Coast U.S. time. My full schedule is listed in the description. And also know that Reiki isn't limited by my human limitations. I can only be in one place at one time, but the Reiki is everywhere all the time. So whenever you're watching this video, the healing is there for you. And for those of you here live, if you ever feel like you need some healing and I'm not live, check out the past healing live stream playlist, pick any old video you like, and it'll be there to support you and heal you as you need it. So thank you again so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege always to share this energy with all of you. So I'm going to go ahead, bring us back into the grid and then into the Reiki session. Awesome. I went through all of that in just 5 minutes. That's a record. So let's see. This is the side that's a little cockeyed. I will fix it. I will fix it. Let's do some evening out here. Beautiful job, everyone. Thank you so much for helping build this beautiful grid. It wouldn't be here without all of you. And let's see, some other stuff on my desk in the way. Actually, other citrine. That's not a bad thing. Oh, I can definitely put some shungite in there in the last minute for sure, Jen. I hope you're doing well. Lots of love and all the best to you with your electronic difficulties. Shungite helps with absorbing anything we don't need in our energy field. It helps with stress release, emotional pain, breaking down energy blockages, and it's great for any kind of electronical malfeasance. So let's bring that in. Some shungite. Okay, lots of love to you, Jen. You love watching my sessions when you want nonstop Reiki. Thank you. I do that too. Sometimes I just need a little Reiki and it's like, you know what? I'm just going to lay down and put on one of my videos. My cats get completely freaked out when the TV is me talking and I'm sitting in front of them. They don't know what to do with that. So, okay, I'm going to start the Reiki. Enjoy your session and I'll see you all in about 25 minutes. Thank you. Behold the cow. Appreciate that. If you haven't already, go ahead and start coming back to your body. Gently move and bend. If you have any questions or anything to share, go ahead and put it in the chat. I'll be more than happy to help you. And thank you so much for being here with me this afternoon. I'll be back at 8 p.m. East Coast US time, and again on Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. If you haven't hit like already, please consider doing so on the way out. And thank you so much for being here. Have a good night, Jenny. You're welcome, Flower. Lots of love to you and Little Tree and everyone. See you later. You're welcome, Behold the Cow, and thank you for letting me know I was muted. Appreciate that. Natalie, good to see you. Lots of love. Both cats are still asleep on my lap. Oh, beautiful, Dell. May we all walk in beauty, absolutely. You're welcome, Lila Ray. And you're welcome, Joanna. Lots of love to you, too. Yes, you have a wonderful weekend too, Lori. I will get back to you ASAP. I'm so sorry. My email is overflowing. Yes. Yes. You're welcome, Joanne. You're welcome, Gail. And Patty and Key. Yeah, I also hope Ava gets good news. Have a great night and a great weekend, everyone. Awesome. I'll see you again at the evening session too, Renee. Lots of love, Lori. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, it usually does seem like the cats are sleeping when I speak, and then once I start the session, they get aware and they start moving around. It's true. But today they're just like, nope, we just want to sleep on you. Yeah. Well, they were up playing all last night. I know, because they woke me up a few times. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude to all of you. Thank you for being here. Again, I will be back at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. And I'm here 5 times a week, all listed in the description. I hope to see you all again soon. Take care and bye for now.